Hey guys, what's up? It's Marty here again at another opportunity. Today's video, I thought it would be a good idea to show you guys what it will look like in phase 5 towards the end of your approaching graduation date. So as some of you know, I am about to graduate any week now, a couple more weeks, and I received this packet, which is a requirement of all FOP participants to complete before you graduate. At first glance, it looks, pretty thin, pretty easy to complete, but as you get into it, it has a lot of questions, and it states in the very beginning, which let's just jump right into going over it together. The first, it's obviously called the Life Graduation Plan. It explains how every participant is required to complete this, and you may be asked to revise your life plan if the team feels that it is not complete, so you want to make sure that you are as accurate and detailed as possible. It also is possible that you will be asked to attend a meeting with the team to answer your questions about the life plan. For me, I don't know if it's going to be accepted or not, but I plan to record my answers and hopefully use them on video for the channel. But if they don't accept that, I'm going to definitely write them out as well. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. I'll let you guys know. It says your life plan is an important part of the graduation process. Answer all the questions completely and thoroughly as possible. The time and attention that you give to completing your graduation tasks and the in-depth information that you provide in your life plan will be considered indications of the level of your commitment to your sobriety. So it is very important that you take this packet very seriously and answer these questions very thoroughly. You don't want to just give short answers. You want to really explain yourself and give open, honest, thorough feedback. Nobody wants to do something twice. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, I like to brag about my success. And I love to tell about everything that I'm doing so well. So it's fun for me. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that's just me. Anywho, it asks obviously about your information, basic information, name, address, phone number, probation officer. The requirements for graduation checklist are as follows. You have to have a minimum of 6 months of sobriety. You have to have your treatment completed, regular attendance of support meetings, fines and costs paid in full or in a payment plan, your restitution, if applicable, paid in full, stable living environment, stable employment, and they want you to have a GED. So if you guys don't have your GED or your high school diploma, you definitely want to get a jump start on looking for places. If you don't know any, ask. They do referrals, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, look into doing that, and yeah, because it is a requirement to graduate. And also your phase 5 project has to be complete. Sorry, that was my computer. Here's the life plan. Section A. It wants to know about your employment or the school that you are attending, or where you have completed your GED at. It also wants to know about your finances. If you receive any assistance, how long have you been receiving assistance? Are you able to make your monthly financial responsibilities, and what are they? For example, your rent, your phone bill, electricity bill, just stuff like that. So like a budget. Do you have any judgments outstanding, like child support or any unpaid parking tickets or anything like that and are you able to make those monthly obligations? And it also asks, is your financial status different from when you started the program? And if so, how? Section C, your living environment, where you live, who you live with, is it a stable residence? Do you plan on moving anytime soon? And is your living situation different from when you entered the program? And if so, how? Section D, relationships. It wants to know if you're married, separated, single, etc. Do you have kids? Is your current relationship stable? And how long have you been in that relationship? Is your current relationship positive and supportive? If you have children, what are your plans for their future? Where will they live? Who supports them? What kind of school they go to? Do you have external responsibilities such as caretaking any elderly friends or relatives, foster care, step-parent? Do these responsibilities put stress on your relationships? And if so, how do you cope? Do you have contacts, ties with your extended family, your siblings, your parents, your cousins, your grandma, stuff like that? Are your relationships with your family, children, and significant other different from then when you entered the program? And if so, how? Has your recovery affected them? And if so, how? Section E, your health. It wants to know if you're in general good health or if you're in any kind of seeing a doctor for anything, because by now I think it's phase 2 where you have to get a complete physical and you have to look at anything that's wrong with you. You know, you want to get your eyes, your teeth, if you have any kind of problems, they want you getting that stuff checked out pretty early on. So I think that this section should be a no-brainer for somebody that's in 5, and by now you should have everything in order. Do you have any medical insurance? Do you have a primary care physician? Do you have a primary dentist? Do you have a plan to continue with your mental health and or group therapy? For me personally, just saying, I do. I live in a sober living community, so I get that through them, and I think that it's a great resource and a great tool. I would recommend for anybody to just keep going if you have that option, because I don't really think that it's very healthy or a good idea just to, like, you know, just flatline or to not have those outlets. It's just always healthy to have outlets and somebody to vent to, and you know, I think that maintaining your mental health and your overall, I see it as, how do I say, routines or like successes. These things help me like stay in the mindset that I am in, and I think that they're all positive, so I am definitely going to keep going with mine. Anyways, what medications related to your mental health are you on, and do you plan to continue taking them? Section F, community involvement and sobriety commitment. Do you go to AA or any other kind of support groups? Do you have a mentor or sponsor? Do you have a driver's license? Me, unfortunately, I can't get mine until 2023. I'm almost there, and I'm being patient. I'm not going to be able to drive until then, but when I do, I will get that, like, the first day I'm able to, I'm going to get that. How long have you been clean and sober? Is this the longest you've been chemical-free? How long have you had your sponsor or mentor? Describe your relationship. What is the future commitment between you and your sponsor? Is having a sponsor or mentor helpful to you, and why? What steps, if any, are you currently working on? Do you have a relapse plan in place, and what is it? This is something I also think that is very important. See, I know that for some women, they go into inpatient treatment, and in inpatient, you'll learn about these things. You'll get the tools and the resources to make a safety plan, make a relapse prevention plan. These are all things that I think that all of inpatient treatment does, so I think that's really great. But for those of you who are not in any kind of inpatient and just kind of doing this on your own, I have videos that show how mine looks and how I created mine, and tips on how to create your own. I highly, highly recommend this. Not only because it's healthy, but when you have something on paper, it just makes it more idealistic. It makes it more realistic, and it makes you, like, when you're in the state of panic and you don't know what to do, sometimes you're not always going to think, hey, let me pull out my paperwork and look at what I'm supposed to do. No, it's not necessarily like that, but for me, anything that I put on paper is more of a reality changer in my mind. So look for the videos on, I believe that is in the section of daily thoughts or ideas. Anyways, back to this. Describe your support system outside your family. Do you have enough supportive others in your life? And if not, why, and how could you change that? If you don't have a valid driver's license, are you aware of what you need to obtain one? And what is your plan to get one? Do you intend to remain alcohol and drug free? Why and how? I don't think that should be a question, but yes, of course. I would hope everybody would answer yes to that one. Do you intend to remain crime free? Why and how? Also, again, I definitely would hope that everybody would answer yes to that question. Nobody wants to go through this program again, and definitely I don't want to go to jail, so I do plan on remaining drug, alcohol, and crime free. Anyways, section G is accomplishments and goals. What have you accomplished throughout this program that has prepared you for graduation? If you completed a cognitive skill group, what did you learn from that program? How is your life different after participating in FOP? Please describe your 90-day goal, your 6-month goal, your 1-year goal. Do you have life goals? How will you attain them? Why should you graduate at this time? Those questions are deep, guys. Like, I don't know about for you guys, but like, I think my thought process has literally grown so much throughout this program. Like, literally, when I first came here, I probably been like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, so get out of my face. I don't know. That was so rude and mean. Now I'm just like, oh yeah, I got a whole book on that. Let me just get that out. Like I said, I love talking about my accomplishments, and I also enjoy, I don't know if it's like vain or not, but I like getting positive feedback, and knowing that I'm doing well is so important. And it's an honor to be able to graduate, and I hope that you guys all feel excited as me when you get to this point. It's an amazing, amazing feeling, and it goes by as fast as you make it. So remember that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, we'll see you next time on another opportunity. Bye, guys.